All right, everybody, what's up? Let's take a look at this problem here. We want to solve e to the 2x minus 2e to the x minus 3 equals 0. Now, this is an equation that we say it's quadratic in form. So what we'll do here is we'll let u equal this e to the x, this middle term here. So if I come over here and I say let u equal e to the x, and then what I'll do is I'll square both sides, and so I'll get u squared is equal to e to the x squared. So that gives me u squared is e to the 2x. Remember, when your exponents are like this, you multiply them. And you can see when I let u equal this middle term here, and then I square that middle term, I end up with the first term. That is an equation that's quadratic in form. All right. So what we'll do is we'll take this u here and we will replace, let me do it in a different color. We'll take the u and replace it, or put it in the place of e to the x. And then we'll take u squared and put it in the place of e to the 2x. See, I'm just replacing this with u squared and this with u. All right. So that is going to give us u squared minus 2u minus 3 equals 0. And what that does is it turns it into an equation that we recognize. That's a quadratic equation right there. All right. And so we know how to solve that. We factor it. And so if we factor this thing, that's going to give me u minus 3, u plus 1. And so u minus 3 equals 0, or u plus 1 equals 0. So u equals 3, or u equals -1. So if you're at this point in algebra, then you know how to do that part, okay? This part right here, you know how to do, all right? So we've got u equals 3 and u equals -1, but that's not what we're looking for, okay? We're not looking to solve for u, we're looking to solve for x. We got to know what x is. Well, what is u? See, I've got u and u. Well, what is u? Well, u is e to the x. So I'm going to replace u with e to the x. All right. So basically what we're doing, all this over here and the substitutions, we're plugging in the u for e to the x and the u squared for e to the 2x. Basically what we're doing there is we're just getting it to something that looks familiar to us so we can solve it easier, and then we just plug the e to the x back in. Okay. All right. So now let's solve for x. Well, this is an exponential function. It's an exponential equation. And so remember, whenever you're solving an exponential equation, you want to get the bases the same. Well, we're not going to get these bases the same. So remember, what happens when you can't get the bases the same? Well, you take the natural log of both sides. And so the left-hand side is just x, okay? Remember, natural log of e to the x. So where did that come from? Well, remember, there is a property that says the log of b to the x with base b is equal to x. So when this base and this base are the same, your answer is just your exponent. So let's look at this. Natural log e to the x. Well, remember, natural log is the same thing as log base e. All right. And so you can see this and this are the same, so your answer's x. That's where that x comes from. And that equals natural log 3. And so there's the answer for that one. All right. And, you know, if you want to plug that into your calculator, punch in natural log 3, write the answer down. All right, so what about this e to the x equals negative 1? Well, we can't get the basis the same. And so you might start out, oh, well, I'll take the natural log of both sides. Okay? Well, we don't really have to go that far. We can see that this is not a solution, because e raised to a power is never going to be negative. You're never going to get negative. Okay? So let's suppose that you came to this part right here and you went ahead and took the natural log of both sides. Let's just say we do that. So that would give us natural log e to the x equals natural log negative 1. And so that's going to be x is equal to natural log of negative 1. Well, this can't happen either. You can't take the log of a negative number. Okay, that's another thing you learn when you studied logarithms. And what you could do also is punch in natural log of negative 1 into your calculator and see what it gives you. It's going to give you a error message. Okay, and so our only solution is natural log 3. All right, so that's that problem. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.